are you feeling?
Good. Happy to be here.
Hi, Iga.
Hi.
You played such a great match in the final here last year. I'm just wondering if you feel you're far or not from that level, if that's a match that sometimes comes back into your mind. Or...
Honestly, I just think about it from time to time, but not in a really specific way, because for sure it was a great match, and it's just hard. It's just hard to relive it, because there are not many matches that are so intense and on such a high level. Sometimes the finals are actually on a bit worse level than, I don't know, quarterfinals or semis, because the players are a little bit tight. But me and Arena, we put on a great show for sure, and I just love that, because also for the fans, I think it was great to watch it. Yeah. I mean, I'm just starting the tournament. I haven't played a match here yet, so it's hard to say. But no one. I think no one judges from the practice court, but on a practice court, I feel great. So we'll see how it looks on the matches.
Hi, I wanted to ask you, what do you prefer, 1 week or 2 week tournaments?
Honestly, I stopped thinking about that, because we just have to adjust to what we have, and they changed, these events for longer ones like some time ago. So I kind of already got used to this system, but I was fine with playing 1 week events as well. I think it didn't really change my results as well, so I don't mind. I like both.
Hi, when you get to the stage of the season, when you're going into the play, does anything change for you? Do you kind of relax a little bit because play is such a favorite surface for you? Yeah, what kind of changes for you at this point?
Well, for sure at the beginning, you have many things to focus on in terms of adjusting your game. So it's nice to have these first days and first week, of just grinding and practicing, and I love that, especially on clay, because tennis for me is the most logical there, and also you can be more creative in terms of the tactics and everything. So I really enjoyed that. I think when I feel like I can use this on a match court, for sure I am more relaxed, and I just know my weapons. I know I always have a plan B in my defense, which sometimes is impossible, on faster hard courts, for example. So I just use that, and it gives me confidence for sure.
Iga, a few players have been asked about the kind of pressures of anti-doping control and being very careful about what they put into their bodies, obviously after having been in it last year. I just wondered what it looks like on a day-to-day basis for you, the kind of extra precautions that you have to take, and whether that takes a bit of a toll.
Yeah, honestly, after a couple of years, you think about this all the time. It gives a lot of anxiety, I would say, and I'm not only, talking about me, because I kind of got used to the system and I've been through the worst. So I was able to come back from that, and I was able to solve it. So I feel like nothing can kind of stop me. But for sure, yeah, I know from even other players that it's not easy, and the whole system is it's just tough, because I didn't have much control over what happened, to me, and I can imagine some players, they're always scared that it can happen to them, and it's with the always also giving your location and everything. Sometimes system-wise, it's just hard to catch up, because every day. When we're traveling, we need to literally say where we are. If we forget, we might get a no-show, and then 3 no-show, it's banned. So there's a lot of pressures with that, and it's not easy to manage that, but it is what it is.
Iga, your next opponent, you know very well. How will clay make this different?
We'll see. I mean, honestly, with Alexandra, it's not like we played a lot, so it's hard for me to say. So I guess I'll just need to see and adjust. We'll talk for sure about the tactics today with Wim, and but I'm not going to predict anything. I'm not a wizard. Thanks.
How are you approaching your match against Alex Ayala, being your first match here, playing on a court that you're really familiar with? How much do you think that's going to work towards your advantage? And how different will it be, you think, from playing on hard against her the last time? You
Well,
feel
you-
better on playing her on clay?
What was the end? What did you say at the end? Because I didn't hear.
For the last part?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you feel better, overall, do you feel better, better playing against her on the clay court? In a court that you really, well, you've had so much success.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, I haven't started the tournament yet, so you guys need to let me go on court and feel what I feel, you know, so I'm gonna be able probably to answer that question afterwards. And yeah, like, I haven't played with Alexandra on other surfaces than Miami's hard court, so it's really hard to say, but I guess we'll see, you know. I feel like I know this place pretty well, so I'm gonna for sure use the experience, but you know, the experience doesn't play, so I gotta approach this match as any other match. Doesn't really matter what happened in Miami.
To ask questions, please.
Iga, at some point in his career, Roger Federer said he created a monster because people thought he was going to win everything. Then Rafa came in and on clay was winning everything and people thought it was normal. I'm wondering if you're at this stage where you feel the same, like created that monster of you come to a clay tournament and you're going to win, or any tournament and you're going to win. And is it tough to live through that?
Wait, you mean what people think?
Are expecting you're going to win everything.
I mean, it's crazy, but people are not aware, I think, when they think about other people that we're also human, you know, so yeah, the expectations for sure are high, but they are high like every year for me since 2022, so I'm just trying to keep my job and not really focus on what people say, and honestly, like, they have no idea what's going on in any of our lives, so if they think some things, they can just think, but it's not necessarily the truth, so yeah, but for sure I'm grateful that they have high hopes.
Iga, just wondered, after someone attended one of your practice sessions and they were rejected and all of that, I just wondered how that's affected how safe you feel at these events.
Well, honestly, anything that happened, not only with me, but with other players, I feel like WTA reacted pretty quickly and they helped us immediately, so I feel safe, like, because of that, but honestly, like, many crazy things can happen. You can never predict. I'm not sure what's the procedure in terms of, you know, checking who comes on site or not. I didn't really follow that, but because of the reaction of WTA and how they, you know, also say that they're protecting us, I feel safe, and I hope it's gonna stay like that.
Have you got extra security here compared to normal?
I know. Maybe should I say yes? Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.